It is only when we truly know and understand we have limited time on earth, and we have no way of knowing when our time is up, that we will begin to live each day to the fullest, as if it were the only one we have. "20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So throw off the bow lines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, discover. The purpose of life, after all, is to live it, to taste experience to the utmost, to reach out eagerly and without fear for a newer and richer experience. To those who stay put, the world is but an imaginary place. But to the movers, the makers, and the shakers, the world is all around, an endless invitation. So the only question left to ask yourself is, where should you go now?"
Avengers! Assemble. That's right. I brought everybody that I could possibly bring, and today is no ordinary day, and I am so excited, ecstatic, happy, more than grateful to have some super sheroes, aka female heroes of mine, who I watch every single day do what they do. And there was a specific reason behind why I invited these amazing, incredible ladies. And for those of you who are watching, wherever you may be around the world, Ali Madawi here in a brand new installment of our Yup Daily. And if you are watching us from Instagram or Twitter or YouTube or any of our Facebook platforms, today is the day you're going to need to hit that share button. Today is the day that you're going to need to tag someone, because we are 100% going to be speaking on mental and physical health in relationship of entrepreneurs. I've done a little bit of research yesterday, and believe it or not, entrepreneurs are the #1 demographic for mental health disease. Crazy, isn't it? More of a reason that we needed to talk about this today. And these incredible super heroes not only are going through their journey on their weight loss, health transformation, new bodies, sexy back right in here, 32 pounds down, and so much more, but they also either have had someone in their families who have dealt with limited beliefs, anxiety, health issues, mental health disease, and so on and so forth. And they are all entrepreneurs. So there is no better crowd that I can bring before you today to discuss and have this conversation over the next 27 minutes. So let me introduce these incredible women. Jody Defoe, who used to be a nurse and was for a short period of time in real estate, and happens to be one of our members of our community, the Young Entrepreneur Project, who not only is working on her journey of transformation and health, who also is working on her financial fortress within our community. And wink, wink, you need to follow her everywhere where there is a story or any element of video on social media, because it is like a telenovela. Once you start watching her, you don't want to stop. I also have with me Debbie Simons, who has the experience and the expertise, not only helping people, because by trade, she used to help people overcome the anxieties, the fears in the psychology space, and turn into entrepreneurship. And she too has dealt and seen a whole lot. And I am so excited, as she is one of our master coaches of our community that can help you from entrepreneur to entrepreneur. Then I have Gina Eason, and I'm going to be selfish, ladies. I love each and every one of you, but she's like my little big sister. And Gina is my personal best success story as an entrepreneur. Now, I didn't do anything for her. I just gave her all the tools and resources. But out of the thousands and tens of thousands, she is one of the most, I will do exactly as you say. And she definitely is on our top 5 company-wide in 6 continents every single month. And she too has dealt not only personally, but within her circle, anxiety, limited beliefs, fear, and just mental, exhaustion at times. And we're going to be talking to her as well as an entrepreneur. And then, of course, we have the one and only Christina Perry, who has over 2 decades of experience and expertise in business development, helped hundreds of thousands of people across the world in international expansion. And she too has seen and experienced a thing or two, and she's going to be educated on each and every one of us. So you want to stay with me all the way around. So first and foremost, let's go to the one and only Jody Defoe, because this is your debut on Yup Daily. We are so excited to see you in here. Jody, talk to us a little bit, for those who are watching, in terms of the importance as an entrepreneur for mental and physical health for you, and why you're now going through that transformation for yourself.
It is extremely important. Of course, the mental health, you have to work on the mind before anything else, because if your mind is not right, it's going to be hard to fix anything else. So work on your mental health, your taking care of those limiting beliefs. And that's what I've done in the past year. 2020 was a really hard year for many people. But I took that year and turned it around and worked on my mind, on my limiting beliefs. So I worked on my mental health for a year, and now I'm ready to kick into my physical health and get fit, because I know that fit people are happier and they have better success. It's just proven.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you on that. And I appreciate those opening remarks. Debbie Salmons, boy, oh boy, you actually went to school to help people with, their mental health and limited beliefs that they had to deal with before you transitioned to the entrepreneurial world. Talk to us from experience on the relationship to the stress that we deal with as entrepreneurs, lack of sleep, and not having the right healthy day-to-day in relation to entrepreneurship. What do you think that is? And from your experience, how do you manage and cope with maintaining sanity, while dealing with a stress minute to minute, hour by hour throughout the day?
Oh, man. Well, first of all, thank you, you guys. I'm so excited to be here with all of you. I love each and every one of you. Yeah, you know what? Have you guys ever seen the meme or heard somebody where they'll say to you, if you could go back to your younger self, what would you say?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I've thought about that a lot, because first of all, I don't want to go back to my younger self without the wisdom that I have now at 58, right? But here's what I would say to my younger self, and I would say to all of you, is you've got to realize we're born with gifts, each and every one of us, right? We have gifts, but we have to work at everything else. So we're not born, most of us, with a silver spoon in our mouth financially. We're not born with the perfect body, the perfect health, right? Our finances are something that we have to work on. Our spiritual nature, we have to work at all of them. And every single area starts with mindset. Mindset is the most vital first step that I believe we all have to, and we have to work on continuously. So the younger we are that we can start to work on that mindset, the better we're set up for the rest of our life, right? But the stress and the anxiety, I just want to tell you guys a secret. Everybody has it. Everybody. Nobody's stress-free. Nobody doesn't have obstacles. So what's important? What's the connection, Ali? We've got to make every area of our life important and balance them. Have I gone out of balance? Oh, holy Hannah, so many times. Workaholic, workoutaholic, dietaholic, finance, whatever. Our job as entrepreneurs is to find a way to balance each of those individually. Now, I'm just going to say this. I'm able to do that expertly now because of this community that we're involved in, because we remind each other, right? So
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Now, speaking of anxiety, big little sis Gina, you and I talk about anxiety a lot. It's like every Monday and Thursday night, I get like specific time messages from Gina, and it's like me saying, "There it goes again. We just had this very same song last week," and what you don't see at times is that you're growing. We're like, oh my God, I don't know, and I'm like, I know, because we've been saying this for 2 years now, and you've been growing every single month. So talk to us about, anxiety in relation to stress and fear. And it's real, and it is not to be ignored. So you deal with it firsthand. So talk to us about your experience. And for those who may be feeling the same exact way and they feel like I'm the only one out of the whole world, can you address that individual as well?
Yeah. So guys, anxiety, I'm going to speak so much truth to you right now. Anxiety is so real, and I deal with it. I've been dealing with it since I was young. And then in my early 20s, which was like 2 years ago, I was diagnosed with anxiety disorder and OCD, where I just can't stop my brain, from I can't shut down. So I've been on a medicine for so many years, but I will be super candid with you. It has been a struggle. The medicine has 100% helped me, but also what has helped me was working out. So that's why I work out so much, those endorphins. But when you're going through it, it is really hard. It's almost like you feel like you're behind a glass door and you're watching everybody else live this awesome normal life, but you can't get out of your head, you can't get out of your brains, and you can't unlock that door, right? And you're just in bondage with anxiety, and it is really hard. I put a post out just a few days ago, the month of April. For some reason, I got hit with some really bad anxiety. One tiny little thing triggered. And I think as I'm going back looking over at it, I was getting exhausted. I was working myself like crazy. I am a people pleaser. I wasn't doing any self-care. I was just go, 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 go. And I think what happened was little things piled up and my anxiety just went wild. And I was crying. I was losing weight because my stomach was so sick all the time. And it's a real thing, guys. It's a real thing. And the thing that it is, nobody talks about it. So I've decided to really open up more about it and to tell you, you're not alone. Just like they said, I'm going to reiterate it. Everybody goes through something. And it's just knowing that you have people to talk to, giving it a good cry, picking yourself up and staying as healthy as possible will help you through it. Everyone's going to go through it at some point. It's just how long will it last? And then being open about it. And that's going to help you.
Yeah, I love that. And I appreciate you being honest about that. Christina Perry, you've worked with hundreds of thousands of people. You've seen many individuals going through their ups and going through their downs, emotionally, financially, business-wise. You've experienced a lifetime of the emotional roller coaster. No, a lifetime could be a year, right? An emotional roller coaster. Hey, listen, in the Bible, when you hear a year, it's actually, a lot longer than that. But anyways, that's a different conversation. She's, by the way, Gina, just like I am with you, that's what Christina is. She's like that little big sister that's just picking on me every single day. So Ms. Perry, if you don't mind, would you talk to those who are listening, especially entrepreneurs who deal with those circumstances, limited beliefs, and in relationship to their health as well? There are things that can be done, should be done, and things that you have been doing to also maintain not only the success that you're having, but maintain insanity without losing your mind every now and then.
I'm sane.
Hey, Christina, you're here. Yep, Daily. Hi.
Oh, hi. I've been in this industry full time for almost 20 years. It's not like I didn't have anxiety before that, but as a full-time entrepreneur, oh my gosh, I mean, you've got the balance of family life and the business life, and it's like Gina was saying, it's trying to please everyone. And so I've worked with so many people through the years. I mean, I look at my own life, and so I'm such an example just as others, because it's like Debbie said, somebody's going through something at all times. It's just different in each household. You know, if I sat here and said, you know, I've never had a daughter who's overcoming addiction and have custody of our 5-year-old who's downstairs sick right now. I've never had 2 hip replacements, one which led to a paralyzed leg for 6 months. I've never had a husband who almost died and I was able to give him a kidney. I'm just sharing some things. Some of you know, my story. So you try to balance that with the world of entrepreneurship, where this is a volunteer army. And how do you help those? You know, I will say self-care is something that I've struggled with, because I too, although I teach it and preach it, doesn't mean, you know, it's the do as I say and, you know, not as I do. So I have to very carefully, and Ollie, you and I talk about this. Gina, as a matter of fact, all of you, I've actually talked with you together about this and the importance of self-care. And one of the things that has really helped me, I'm a woman of faith. And so my faith, so what it is to you, I respect yours, you know, mine, you know, I know hopefully we're all walking with a higher power. But I look at something that I do in the mornings, and my prayer and I'll just go ahead and say it, my little come to Jesus meeting every morning, that has certainly been something so powerful that has helped me. And when you really have to wake up, you know, Ali, in this mindset of that you are going to take on the day. And I think sometimes what we do is we get ahead of ourselves. So we look at the day and we're going, oh my gosh, Ali, you've never seen me stressed, have you? That's a joke. Because that does happen. And you have to take the day, and it's literally 30 minutes at a time, an hour at a time. But taking care of yourself, and I'll share with you what I did that was not good, because we're talking drop, drink, shrink. Tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern, dropdrinkzoom.com, dropdrinkzoom.com. 7 p.m. tonight, May 19th. So we're talking about that here just for a minute. So let me tell you what I did. In the 19 and a half years that I've been in this industry, it's been in health and wellness, more specifically in weight loss. So what does that mean? That means that, initially when I first got into it, I'd put on 50 pounds with my youngest son, who's 16 now, took that off in this industry. And then, of course, you have, the ups and downs with that. What I've done over these past 3 or 4 years with all the stress, I had gotten to my highest weight. And as a matter of fact, I got to my highest weight when I started here at the Young Entrepreneur Project. So right now, with this amazing dropdrinkshrinkzoom.com, 7 p.m. Eastern tonight, you'll definitely want to check this out. So I'm down 15 pounds already, because I want to tell you something. I was miserable. When you're out there trying to be an entrepreneur to all, my little 5-year-old's running behind me right now. When you're trying to be, you have got to be in your best physical health, and along that, your mental health. Because if you're not taking care of yourself, you're no good to anybody. For those of us that are mamas, the females that are out there, we're out there. What do they say? If mama's not doing good, nobody's doing good. Mm-hmm. So, but gentlemen, you have to take care of yourself too. So right now, with what we're focused in on the health and wellness, vertical that we have here at the Young Entrepreneur Project, we are getting people healthy. Every one of you on here with me, all of you that are listening in Facebook land, it's about getting healthy. And when I started dropping the weight, I felt better. Then all of a sudden it's like, wait a minute, now I can get on a row machine. I'm feeling better. Got up this morning and did it. Guess who felt better mentally? Me. So what does that mean that I can do? I can get with each of you and show you how to do the same thing. So Ollie, I can't express enough the combination. It is both mental and physical, and you have to be the best version of yourself, or you're really not that good to others, especially when you're motivating in the world of entrepreneurship.
Yeah, I love when Debbie Simons mentioned earlier, being part of this community has helped shape up, a healthy mental attitude every single day. And I couldn't agree with you on that. For me, I'm pretty level-headed, but I deal with a lot of, I need, you have 5 minutes. I need, I need money. I need help. I need you to do this for me. Yesterday I found myself in a situation where I was playing Dr. Phil and Oprah, with my lovely family, where, I'm playing psychiatrist, right? And I'm giving away money, right? Like, it's like, and I found myself in a really not good feeling place. It's like, okay, here I am giving to the world. and I'm like empty inside. Like I felt for a moment, I had a weak human moment, right? Because I'm human, right? And it happens to all of us, where it felt like, man, I really, really got to take care of me. I got to pull away and give myself a good night's sleep. And speaking of sleep, I took, a reset yesterday at 8 o'clock, and I was like, I just want to go to sleep now. Why am I mentioning this? Some individuals, when they deal with anxiety or they deal with any negative mental emotion at the moment, they turn to something else. I turned to go into sleep yesterday. If you're not part of the right environment, the right community, the right routine, you're going to end up turning to the wrong things. You end up turning to drugs. You end up turning to pornography. You end up turning to cheating. You end up turning to God knows what, just to maintain a busy mindset so you don't focus on that element that you are in or stuck into. And, and it leads to addiction. It leads to so many different things. So number one, that I'm hoping that our viewers and or listeners today, you got to make sure that you listen to those who are around you and believe what they say. What I mean is, if you're talking to somebody and you're like, hey, you're okay, and they say, I'm just alive, don't just smile and be like, all right, well, at least you're alive. That's a telltale. That's their subconscious mind saying, I am in a very bad place and no one cares to listen. This is why I'm giving you just a tagline and walking away. When the people you're talking to, when they say you just don't get it, what they're telling you is, no one understands. I feel stuck in this own place where I cannot communicate how horrible I'm feeling inside. So you really have to listen to those who are your team, within your organization. When you're talking to your team members, even in our own community, and whomever is watching in your own downline, if you're in network marketing, and somebody goes like, man, my wife is driving me crazy about this business. Don't just say, well, a check, we'll put her on a check, man. Let's go. I'm telling you, if we make this week count, she's going to be very happy when you qualify for the Himalayas. No one cares. You got to listen to that individual. And as I like to call it, the check engine light, many people tend to just say, well, I'll be all right. The car sounds okay. I know the check engine light is on, but the car sounds okay. Making sure that you are immediately giving it the attention that it deserves and not dismissing it as, he's just being dramatic. It's just that time of the month for her. No, it's the worst thing that you can do. And I'm speaking from experience. At the age of 19, I attempted suicide because I felt no one cared in my family. No one cared to listen. I felt like, you know what? I just want this deep sleep, the deepest as it gets, so I can finish it. So do not make a mistake and ignore those who are in your team. And you, dear entrepreneur, you got to take care of your body. You got to take care of your mindset. You got to develop a routine. There is a time for everything, just like, in the spiritual book we hear, right? There's a time to pray. There's a time to work. There's a time. Well, you got to give your body time. How are you taking care of yourself? When was the last time you've pampered yourself? You don't have to go and spend a lot of money, but just close the door and put some meditation music and I'm just going to close my eyes for 20 minutes and say, I don't care. For 20 minutes, just ignore everything and everyone. It is extremely important that you give yourself the final love comes from within. It does not come from your significant other. So I ask of you, just like I am going to do very, 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 very much for myself, is making sure that you are going through your own transformation. Because when, like Jody mentioned, like Debbie and everybody, when you lose weight, you feel good. I mean, you really start looking at yourself in the mirror and start smiling. Like some of you, my close friends know, I redid my teeth, right? So I got like this $1 million smile coming around. I mean, I catch myself walking by a mirror in purpose and just doing one of these by myself. I catch myself opening the visor in the car, right? That's what it's called, the thing that we put down, right? And I open the mirror for no reason while there is no sun, just so I can look at myself every now and then. It feels good when you take care of yourself. So here is my invitation to each and every one of you. Tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have this event, Drop, Drink, Shrink. In the actual bottom, it says Drop, Drink, Shrink, Zoom.com at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I want you to be our guest. There's no obligation, but there's $26,000 worth of giveaways. I don't know about you, but that'll catch my attention just to see. What are we going to focus on? Health transformation for you, dear entrepreneur, and everybody you care about. What are we going to focus on? Having the right energy and the right stamina to maintain and grow throughout the whole day. What are we going to focus on? How to get that needed rest at nighttime. What are we going to talk about? You being the best version for yourself, for those that you care and you love about. Some of you know I went through my transformation 10 weeks ago that I did it the right way. I haven't had any ice cream. I didn't have any fried food. Instead of snacking on like gummy bears and things that are horrible for me, I started taking certain snack bars, certain shakes. I started doing the right thing. But I will tell you, there's one accelerator that made it all come to life for me, because this isn't the first time I lost 30 pounds. I lost 30 pounds 30 times in my lifetime. I'm just going to be honest with you. But it always took me a ridiculous amount of time, effort, energy in the gym. And it took me 3, 4, 5, 6 months to just be like, I can't believe I'm finally here. I'm going to have a celebratory cheat meal. And it ends up being a celebratory 6 months. But for the very first time in my life, in my adult life, that not only within a 10-week period, and all right, I'm going to tell you, by drinking my own tap water, it helped. It accelerated my weight loss. It removed my cravings. It gave me the natural energy that I need. Some of you wonder, why are you so excited all day? Why are you so energetic? How do you keep up? This is how I keep up. You see the ladies have the bottles in their hands. So we're going to be educating on this and a whole lot more tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is a must-attend event. If you are within our community, you know you already got the hookup. If you are not within our community, in the actual comment right now, do me a favor and drop DDS, just the 3 initials, DDS, and the person who you are connected with you in here, it's like the bat sign, right? They're going to actually hit you up and they're going to give you access, or the person who added you in our community. Hey, can you please hook me up? We'll make sure that we give you access to this event as well with some fun things. This is why you want to hit up those people. Or if you are just nosy like I am most of the time, just go to dropdrinkshrinkzoom.com tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you'll see hundreds and hundreds of entrepreneurs and people from our community and outside of it who are going through their transformation. And I personally, starting today, I'm making a pledge to take care of this a little bit more. I took care of this a lot, but I'm going to take care of this. I'm going to be self-care. That's not selfish, but just self-care. I'm going to take care of me before I take care of everybody else. So I'm going to go around with each and every one of you ladies. If you could share, what are you looking forward to tonight beside the $26,000? But what are you looking forward to tonight in our Drop, Drink, Shrink event? Jody Defo, why don't you go first?
Just to let you know, my husband is doing this with me, so that's amazing because we're going to support each other. But so we're looking forward. It's like the first day of the beginning of the rest of our lives. That's what we're looking for.
That's awesome, man. That sounded like, see, when I say this like a telenovela, just you need to follow her. She's amazing. Awesome stuff. Miss Debbie Simons, why don't you tell us what you're looking forward to for our Drop, Drink, Shrink event tonight?
Oh my gosh. First of all, Jody, that was powerful. I love that. The first day of the rest of your life. That's amazing. I am looking forward to the entire event to see all of the people that we can assist and share. Because guys, here's the thing about, drinking this water. We all have to take a first step, right? And it's just a first step to overall great health. And that's what I'm excited about, is to see all the people that take that first step tonight. So thanks, guys. See you there.
Love it, love it, love it. Gina Eason.
All right, so I'm excited to see all the different people get past the limiting beliefs and get past the I can't do this because fill in the blank, and get excited about their health, no matter where and what they need to do, but to have a community that's going to stand by them and encourage them, and then see what happens on the other side. So I'm super stoked.
Love it. And last but not least, Miss Christina Perry. You look amazing. Only if I can hear you, it'll be even better.
Oops. And what I was saying was really so powerful. Let's see if I can repeat that. I just cannot wait to see all the transformations that are going to derive from the Drop, Drink, Shrink Challenge. I actually saw somebody post in there DBS who's wanting some help. It's actually DDS. So she was asking for help. I'm excited about all the transformations. And it's about, I mean, so many people are ready to order right now. And with this going viral, we're truly going to help so many people, starting here in the U.S. and we'll expand outside of that. But I cannot wait for tonight.
Love it, love it, love it. Well, ladies, I thank you so much. And for those of you who are watching us, we'll see you tonight. It is a date, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you too can flux your happy self. You can flux your healthy self. And I heard Jeannie is going to be with us tonight because I'll be granting you 3 wishes. I'll be seeing you all tonight. Thank you again. Have a blessed day, everybody. Take care, ladies. See ya.
Bye.